Hiya is in higher healing vibrations. Raise those vibrations up. Let the world see you shine. Shine internally. And then therefore externally, it just kind of naturally flows. Welcome to my channel, Cosmic Cat here. Thank you for being present. This is a special reading for those of you born June 14th. If your birthday is I'm actually July 14th, so maybe there's a message for you, June 14th reading. If this really resonates for you, I would recommend you watch both. Okay? All right. There are not coincidences, but synchronicities. Okay, sound baths are going to be really special and important for you at this time. Cancer souls, those energies born on July 14th. And if you are guided here and it's not your birthday, welcome. This message is for everyone. It is open for everyone. You may want to check and see where Cancer lies in your birth chart and also the moon, because there is also, we have our rising and we also have our moon sign as well as our sun sign in astrology. Okay, and there's also this thing called your intuition, your gut, your inner knowing, going with the flow, which you're really good at doing this. You are a mystic, Cancer. You are tied with the moon, and you have a lot of feminine energy with that being said. So this is a general reading, and you're being asked to take what resonates for you and leave behind for others what doesn't. There are approximately 367,000 people born every day on this earth. So it is important that you definitely just not try to make yourself feel that something is for you if it doesn't feel like it is. If you're putting the key in the keyhole and it's just not turning, then don't worry about it. It's just probably not for you. Or what sometimes happens in these instances is by watching the entire reading, by listening to the entire reading, 6 months down the road, it makes sense. that thing that didn't make sense at that point suddenly makes sense. So just follow your gut and intuition and allow yourself to guide you. So as I meditated before starting the reading, some things that came up during the meditation, I'm going to go over with you now. There was spontaneity, being spontaneous, doing something spontaneous in your world. Whether it's you're ripping up your schedule or you're squeezing in some spontaneity, just make sure that you allow this to happen for yourself. If you can't do it on your birthday, then allow it to come, in a few days. Set it up for a couple weeks. Set it up in a month. Whenever you can actually make it happen. There's something Spirit's trying to say as to not blocking it instantly. They don't want you to say, yeah, sure, you can say easy for you to say, but at the same time, they really are trying to ask you to be more open-minded and unlimited as opposed to limiting yourself, your life, what you can or can't do. Just kind of like make it like something to work toward and make it fun, something fun to work toward. Like if you've ever planned a vacation, if you've not ever planned a vacation, this is speaking volumes to you, I hope, so that you can begin to do this and start to make that happen for yourself. Building your own castle. Building your own castle came up. So it's time for you to, what else? Newness, freshness, getting your toes wet. Yeah, there was a message about you building something. So whether this is you literally building your own home, doing blueprints, all of these maps, graphs to get prepared to create your own home. Or if this is simple as like organizing your kitchen, reorganizing it to where everything fits. You're building it to make it your own. It could be a small closet space, but you're building it to work for you, to benefit you, making it accommodating your needs and requirements. It's not going to be loaded with, you're organizing. So someone here is starting to organize or gain some organizational skills with their life. But you are building something. This is setting you up, whatever it is that you're doing, and maybe this is something that Spirit's asked you to do and you still don't know why. They're setting you up for this. This is your first job, your first task toward a bigger goal that you're going to reach later down the road. Jumping for joy. Someone's going to be jumping for joy. So we're going to pull some cards and see what information we can get. Spirit, what do you have for us? Alchemy. Using your magic to make things happen is what I hear. You're being gifted alchemy today on your birthday. And this is for you to use at your will, as you can, as you may. This speaks volumes about what we were talking about when it comes to limitations, to not limit yourself. You don't want to limit your life. And I mean, you can, and definitely people live that way. But ideally, having alchemy, knowing you are magic, knowing you have what it takes to create, to build your castle, to do something spontaneous, to get your toes wet with something new, some freshness in your life, in your world. There's a there is a sense of happiness. There's like this joy that's coming over me right now in my heart space. And I'm like, I can't help but smile right now. And this smile, so I just heard that this smile, it comes by releasing. See how there's like air, there's this steam coming out, and then the tears flow. So what I'm feeling is like this sense of like losing your cool, and then the emotions that come after it of the disappointment, the sadness, the guilt, the feelings of, I couldn't have done better with that. But this is coming because this is showing that it's an opportunity for you to actually turn it around, to understand that you are the creator. And if you believe that you were able to inflict pain on someone else, or lose your cool, or scream, or do something that was, hurt someone else, that if you feel, you can create that, then you can also create the opposite of that, which is doing something kind, being able to transmute that into something positive. Whether it's not, definitely taking responsibility for the shortness of breath, the loss of whatever it was that you felt. But this is actually coming because you're someone who can actually have pressure build up and still sometimes have that emotional maturity about you to maintain leadership and not cry, yell, scream, show a lot of emotions, even though on the inside you may be very emotional. But yeah, it's about equilibrium and balancing the duality, balancing polarity, having that creative energy within yourself. So what can you tell us, Spirit, about the spontaneity and the building, the spontaneity? What is the spontaneity or the building of the castle about? The Emperor, the building of the castle about. Look at this. Oh my. Oh wow. You're the Emperor. Well, the Emperor maybe perhaps doesn't build his castle as others build his castle, but look at you here. Sitting on your own domain, your throne, well respected. This could be someone that is a business professional, perhaps in the legal field. This could be an attorney. This could also be a farmer. This could be a judge. This could also be a leader of a group. It's a masculine, fatherly figure that is very successful. Very successful in what they say, what they do. This could be an athlete. Maybe you are an athlete. In this Emperor phase, so building your own castle. I mean, this is a clear affirmation. Congratulations, you're building your own castle. You're going to have your own space. So there's something to this. There's definitely some leadership. And you're gaining, if you don't feel you have the determination, this is showing that you do have the determination. This is a soul card for you, Cancer. Okay? And you must be assertive here. Instead of letting your feelings boil up and fester up until you explode, speak them out and allow it to go. Place your boundaries, your structure for your rules, regulations, how you establish your foundation for your success by speaking to others what you will allow into your life, what you will not allow into your life. And when it's time for you to move forward with this energy, doing so with a compassionate heart, but stern but compassionate, kind of like the tough love they say. Okay, this newness, freshness, joy. What is it? Can you tell us, Spirit, about the newness, the freshness, the getting the toes wet? Getting the toes wet. Look at this. You get the Knight of Cups. All about water. This is about maintaining. Here is the emotional maturity coming. The brave messenger. The one that sends the tough. It's the message that is really difficult. Having the ability to have tough conversations with a compassionate heart. Here you're more stern about this, but it's necessary too in that moment for you to gain your freedom, for you to gain your independence, and also to work toward this leadership role that you are meant to do, meant to be, meant to have. This is a life purpose for someone here, and I don't think it's just one person, but this is your fresh newness of your life. You're now starting to speak about things. This isn't happening as much anymore. The steam, allowing things to build up. In this space, once you get here, you've actually learned how to communicate and how to manage or oversee your emotional state of well-being. Very beautiful. Okay, jumping for joy. Can you tell us what we're jumping for joy about? Jumping for joy. This one's it. Yeah, okay. Contentment. loyalty, seeing the big picture, this definitely has to do, for someone here, this has to do with your career. Others, it's about breaking free into your own independence. This space was, this was toxic, but it also was exactly what was required and desired at the time to help shine light onto this darkness. And once it shined the light, then the Emperor energy began to come in and help you create your own laws, structures, rules, regulations for your own self, for your life, for your energy, to protect your energy, to be also able to share energy, but you may not be in that shared energy state yet. You know, first you work with your own internal before you come out externally into this. But you're blossoming. You're actually a leader throughout it all. And this is a day-to-day. This is going to make, what is happening is this creates your relationships are going to be enhanced. They're going to improve. So your focus and attention is going to be more aligned with what you really want to happen for yourself in your life. You're going to be able to perfectly see what it is that you would like to do or to be at this time. Okay, what animal do you have for the birthday souls on July 14th? Oh, you get the turtle, and you are a water sign. Turtle, be joyful and trusting. Do you see this? Look at this. I can't make this up. Look, be joyful, and trusting. Call upon Archangel Jules to help you with this. And yeah, look at this light, this star. Mother, the divine earth, freedom, wisdom, ancient souls. And this blue, I would recommend you wear blue today if possible. This is the message I have for you. We're going to blow the candle out on the count of 3. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Watch my other videos. I do pull an angel number, an angel card, and an animal spirit every day. Those are short videos if you'd like to check that out. And alongside this other reading that's about the same length is the inner child reading that I do every day as well. Feel free to check those out at your leisure. On the count of 3, let's pull this candle out and make a wish. 1, 2, 3. And as the smoke rises, may your dreams and wishes rise too. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.